I think I'm losing my mind.
Maayong adlaw sa tanan. I am Eliza John Poria, BSHM-1A, taking a Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management from Bohol Island State University. So for this video, let's talk about Coca-Cola. The history of Coca-Cola. Asa magibigyan ng history? Naingon nga, dapat i-discuss na to ang past. Bisag, pagod ka kamubod, dapat mong move on na ka. Pero, na-adyo yung mga things nga dapat dili na to kalimtan. Yung mga history nga dapat na tong i-remind, dapat na tong balikan. Kaya mauna siya ang hindan sa existence sa isa kabutang nga importante. Di parehas ni mo, wala na niya na-feel ang imong importance. Mo nang gilet, go na ka. Sorry. Pasmado. So, this is a story of how a pharmacist or a physician turned into a war veteran and built Coca-Cola $74 billion brand. Asa magibigay sugod ni Coke, kinsa may gagamak gidani. Sige ra tay inom, wa ta kahibaw og asag ikan. So mo na for this video, I'll be discussing to you guys if asa nagikan ang Coke, kinsa ang mga taong involved kay sige ra ta jud inom. Kay lami ang gibrand Coca-Cola. Basta mga lami, dapat hibaw na tong asag ikan. So let's talk about Dr. John Pemberton. He was the inventor of Coca-Cola. Born and raised at Knoxville, Georgia, but moved to Atlanta after the Civil War with his family. At the age of 19, he was already a licensed Tomation practitioner, which is applying the principles of botany and herbalism. But long after, he pursued pharmacy in Medical College in Georgia. So, herbalism, it means na kanang mga dahon-dahon ba, mga alternative way, kanang mga herbal na treatment rather than sa mga operation. So, dito sa more on natural at mga medicinal plants. So, dapat natural lang. Kaya kung ng natural, mas pa sama na ako. Hilasan. Okay. So, padayon ta. So before ni siya sa war, he opened the Materia Medica. This is a store that sells a substance to make medical remedies. Tomation ba siya nga practitioner. So when the Civil War ended, then after that, he bring her family to Atlanta. And dito, he became a senior member of a known pharmaceutical firm. And it's one of the most impressive na mga labs in the US. And he was known as the most famous physician in Atlanta. Sana all. Famous ni siya tungod po sa iyang mga nabuhat, sa experience, kaya isang a war veteran na because, okay, as we go on sa our topic, we go on lang na. Okay. Diba, nag-serve si John sa military, and that's when he met a fatal accident. That even the doctors says that it's a miracle case. Parehas sa mo niya. Miracle case. Mo ni accurate nga sample. That's just kidding. But he did it. Kung wala o tatay Coke nga inon ron, wala o tatay Coke nga higop-higopon ron. Ow. And that incident relieved him from service. And he turned into morphine addict to ease the pain that he's feeling. And that leads to invention of Coca-Cola. Because sa iyang accident nga na-experience mo ginang grabe ang pain. So, mo na yung kuan para ma-relieve. Medyo makuan-kuanan lang ba. Then he heard about the drinks called Mariani, which contain ground up coca leaves and red wines and said to heal any illness. And that gives John's idea in making his own version to cure his morphine addiction. So, using coca leaves, red wine, cola nuts, then he created what he called Pembertons French wine. So, we're known as and to act as a stimulant which suppressed hunger, thirst, fatigue, pain. Basta na inspiration, productive kay no? French white coca could not only cure addiction, but also depression, anxiety, and different elements including headaches, heartaches, huwag kang blooming ang love life ni Sir John. Sana all, nga bisag na siya nag-defect sa lawas, gidawat yapon siya, na. So to help the other war veteran, he set up a distribution network to sell this remedy, to sell this syrup in his lab. And then to partners and contractors, they sell it as they like it. So the remedy was an instant hit, and many of the demand alone was not enough to keep his business going. So John faced with challenge nga despite sa what they call this demand nga ni hit na ang iyang syrup is dili gyapon siya sapat para to continue ang business because there's a lot of factors na kuan. So naa siya yung problem nga gikaharap which is uncontrollable man po ni. But that doesn't stop Dr. John para mag-succeed, para mag-continue and keep going as it is. So, during the time that Atlanta joined the other state to liquor bans, since alcoholic beverage man ang iyang wine that leads to new formula where he removed the wine and he realized that the nut made it extremely bitter. Murag ikaw, bitter, char. So, he replaced it with synthetic caffeine and then added sugar, citric acid, vanilla, lemon, orange, nutmeg, coriander extract. Then his bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, suggests nga i-rename na to ni Usbo na to angan nga instead of Coca, so to ako mag-pronounce letter K, iyang ikuha og Coca-Cola which is si tanan para mas appeal, mas kusog nating mas eye-catching. Business strategy gihapon. But year after, they only got $20 lang yun. Lugi kaayo nga pati si John gipanghinaan og loob. Isa may gipanghinaan, diba? But Frank Optimism was coming out with another brilliant idea. So, marketing the remedy through banners, mga streetcar, placards, and store brand owning. Kanang nasa tindahan nga akong makita. Mas smart, may ba? But John was hesitant. But Frank convinced him that it was risk-taking. Mo-take yung tag-risk sa mga butang nga sigurado, sa mga butang nga garantisado, o sa mga butang nga dakog chance nga molambo, nga mo-bloom. Dili sa mga tao nga mga way klaro, maghatag iningog labad sa ulo. Ads char! So mag-invest ta o kwarta, mag-invest ta sa negosyo, dili ta mag-invest sa mga feelings nga murag wala. That's sa naigo lang, pero dili gina ako. Bitang faith guys, no? Grabe yun ka playboy. Mapaglaro, isa ka heartless bitch nga dili mo huwat nimo. Because John's health slowly declined and eventually he became bedridden. So he let his son Charles manage their business sa operation siya and marketing. But kani si John is si Charles, na anak ni John, is also a morphine addict. Addict hapon. Mayroon man addict na ko, pero sa morphine pag yun. That's meaning, di nakasaligan. Kay wak na nagtarong una-una. He is not thinking straight. Kay na-influence na sa morphine. Isa ka stimulant. Pampa-addict. And at that time, it is where John meet Asa Candler, a wealthy entrepreneur, and made a business deal. At first, Asa thought that it's not gonna work, but he is swayed by John's vision na mahimong international recognized yun na big vision si John, and diha ga-start ang promotion and everything. So he wasted no time in building the company. He is not only expanded the sale, but do more pharmacy, sa grocery store, nga dito sila nagkuhan sila slip, naghatag sila dito. And that made up the history that he gives slip of paper that could be redeemed or used for a glass of Coca-Cola soda fountain nga pwede namang paulian. And at the time, they were considered as a popular hangout spot where many went to socialize. Dito sila pwede siya sambayanan, marag hideout pa. Pero ang mga coke lang ato is fountain na pwede mo mag-socialize, mag-istoryahan mo dito while gain-inam. It was first instance in history where a company give out where it calls now a coupons. Free samples ni siya. Alam mo doon ka sa mall, may pangatag mga coupons. So John's vision to Coca-Cola was the key to installing faith among his employees and later the man who would help build its brand. Grabing marketing strategy. So sa una pag ay na no. So dapat nga strategy ni nga dapat nila or sa nila pag-promote sa ilang product o sa pagkaila. So pangutana, ano sa ka mo-promote niya? Kanang dili na as a friend ka. Kanang like mag-reporting pero dili as a friend. Mangaon, dili as a friend. But sadly, John never did see his entire vision unfold. Nategi na siya, ang iyang anak na si Charles nagka-worse ang morphine addiction. Wa na sa tarong pangutok. Wa pa'y uso ang tukhang atong panahon na. So, Eliza took over and founded the Coca-Cola company. He led the expansion of selling Coca-Colas to every US state and then to Canada. But he failed to create demand in Europe. Kani nga time sensitive kaayo, mutilaw ra ganing mga American products, mga drinks, parang Coca-Cola nga sold yun nga tag-iya sa mga Americans, invention nila. And everything related sa America, it is considered insulting in Europe. It treat kanila as a traitor. Kay kaning panahon na uso pay gira. Patas anay kaayo garbo para sa inyong silingan nga kung mag-videoke. So grabe. Murag apil sa tawag ng tanggalan at dili magpalupig mura pug mga para sa mga parente ba nga mag-ilog og yuta mura ba dili kumon. One day, two lawyers came named Joseph Whitehead and Benjamin Thomas walk in to Eliza's office. Sila ang mga sinaunang marites, mga chismoso. Let's charot lang. So these lawyers made a proposal kay grabe dungo kay itong Coca-Cola adto. So they made a proposal to Eliza to produce bottled Coca-Cola nga dili lang sa fountain drinks. And it eventually happened because of these two. They think it's a good way to bring Coca-Cola at home. So dili lang gay ang Pinoy no ang hilig bring house pati pud sila basta mga lami jud dalon sa bahay iuli ba. So, mas disikat pa ang bottled nga Coke kaysa sa fountain. Dito nangita sila mga sponsors nga di persuaded nga mo invest dito. So, and it is called a ridiculous idea. But kani siya nga idea ang nagpa-bloom og samot sa ilang business. And they continue. Sige, call me ridiculous. Basin di iPhone ang upgrade na mag-blooms. But, kani siya katong nagiinan sila ridiculous idea nganong ikuan pa man nga dito manisikat sa fountain ang fountain drinks ang katong Coca-Cola na i-bottle pa man no pero kaning duha kay babe kag mga lawyers matalas ang pag-iisip dahil ang mga idea sa ilang mind which is siguro adto ni sila tigstampay so murag lami siya dagon mo nang nagdita sila way nga pwede nila madala sa ila kay syempre mawad-an ba nag-spirito ng mga samot na ng mga soda kanang mahungaw na abri. So, mauna siya. So, in the year 1916, or the year after the Coca-Cola developed its contour bottle, Eliza resigned from the company. He was elected as the mayor of Atlanta and handed his company over his children. At bayan muna lagi bago sarili ang motto ni Kuya mong Eliza Candler. Sinaap kay ko anira. But anyways, morning contour bottle it's because kanang morning timalanan nga legit imong napalit nga product kay like unique ba. So, but 3 years later he sold it for $25 million to a group of investors. And at that time, it was the biggest financial deal that the history of America itself happened. Dito nga time, dako jud kay nga deal. One of the investors behind the deal was a banker named Ernest Woodruff. Sounds interesting. Unsa naman po kaha ang gibuhat ani ni Ernest Woodruff? Let's continue. Okay, he took the company public that year. He streamlined Coca-Cola's production that year. Process. He ensured that the quality was maintained when produced anywhere. But not long after, he retired to Coca-Cola and convinced his son Robert Woodruff to become the president. So Robert was a marketing genius who worked his way up from being truck salesman to general manager before joining the Coca-Cola. Okay, so under his leadership, the company removed the tiny amount of cocaine from the formula. Ay, maka-addict pa ni cocaine, dili na siya pasobraan. Namuon ang ilang remove kay baka daghan kay mga addict ko kanang inom. So, sa leadership ni Robert Woodruff, mas nilambo gid ang Coca-Cola, mga bag-o na mga idea, mga bag-o na mga inventions. Okay. Before Robert retired in Coca-Cola, he kept paper weight on his desk stating that there is no limit to what a man can do or where he can go if he doesn't mind who gets the credit. And that hits so damn hard. Kay kita, usara man gyud ta ka tawo, no? Dili man gyud unlimited ang atong kinabuhi. Unlike sa load na ay unli, char. Lang ito magmay, no? Kinsay credit, kinsay makinabang para sa kalambuan sa atong movement, sa atong gibuhat, siguro malipayon ng tanan. Kay bawo ta makontento ug mudawat kay naagi mga butang, mga things, maunsa pa nga term diha nga usahay ang kalambuan nagud sa kamot sa lain. Murag sakit sa paminahon nga. Pero naa magiging nga nga case para sa imong case nga mas nakita niya self sa lain. Okay, again. So, the goal of Dr. John Pemberton is at last achieved. For the Coca-Cola to be recognized as a national symbol, a drink that we can associate to our culture and is widely recognized worldwide. So, I hope you learned something from my discussion. And take note, pilia ang pili mo. Bahalag maot sa di mo yan. Oops. Unsa daw? Again, this is Eliza Jane. I hope you learned something and have a great time.
As these seasons keep on changing, life goes on and on.